Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Lost a throw on first down. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
The kick is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Finds his tight end. Turns it on down the left side. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play, and you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds his man, it's Haynes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Haynes. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. That is exactly why they called the running back the safety valve. They used it, and they used it to perfection.
Yeah, and you want to push the ball down the field. You want to make those big plays, but you see the defense. They bring the blitz. I got the running back open, dump it to him, let him do the rest, let him get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Leaping grab for a big gain. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Tigers in the hurry-up. Looking for space. It's Haynes. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He'll try it again. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. They want to get this defense on its heels. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but a really good job of blocking by the return team. He's out to the 44. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. On first down, it's Durham again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right on the money. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
To the air on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. The sure hands, it's Johnson. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Just keeps slinging it. Under fire. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
Clemson looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
And that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, man, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. He's got his man, makes the grab. On the move at the 30. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown LSU!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. This guy can throw it. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Snap to the back. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Looking to throw. Got it. just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw again. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And I think this offense is going to start to get a little frustrated. Back-to-back drives, they've had some success, but they find a way to shoot themselves in the foot. And right here, they don't protect their guy. And now, third and long situation, you know the pass rushers are coming. They know it's a pass. Got to be smart here with this play call.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Direct snap. Rush is on him. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Here's a give to Durham. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. It's Levin. Makes the grab on the left. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Berry. Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. The give to Caden Durham. Finding some room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
Me too. It was stuck, and I can't even press pause or nothing. Oh, there we go. And then I don't know why it gives us that bullshit kick return either. That formation.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
That's my only issue. All right, back to the game.
This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. The transfer has it his first carry. Turning it on. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Clemson is quick to the line. They'll give it to Johnson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end, covering passes. But when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Back has it. Fierce the pressure. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
When it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing
I wanted to throw it, but I knew it was fucking up.
Screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use it.
That's the 2nd time we did that to you.
And that last completion was a bit of a Pyrrhic victory. It made third down even longer. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Brown. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the Washington State Cougars taking on the number 19 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Cougars coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interested.